be helpful if you could see outside my window.
Love the site, by the way. It looks amazing.
Yeah, so does my cat. He loves to look outside every day.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. I agree. Like on the winter, it must look like even better, right?
Oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Well, it looks amazing. And welcome back, by the way. It is also amazing to have you back here. Tell me, how are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. A little tired, a little restless, but just ready to get the weekend on.
There you go. There you go. Tell me, what are your plans for the weekend?
I'm planning some stuff for my burlesque show, so I'm going to do a bit of shopping, a bit of preliminary planning, some fundraising outreach, and just try to get some other things in order.
There you go. There you go. That sounds like a plan. I love it. I love it. And,
Yeah.
and as I said before, I mean, welcome back here. I mean, what better way to start the weekend with someone as epic as you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So tell me, what's new? What's new since our last chat with I mean, when did we have it? Like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, something like that, right?
Yeah, about 2 months ago, I'd say. Well, I wrapped a music video, which was really fun and spontaneous. So it was a great experience, and I can't wait to see it. My mom told me that she saw my commercial aired in Wisconsin. I still have yet to find it, but she swears it was me, so I'm excited to find that. And then, yeah, I just have a bunch of auditions to get done this weekend that I'm really excited about. And my burlesque show, we filmed some really fun, creepy, kooky content on the beach. Definitely turned some heads. And then, yeah, we're just strategizing and planning for that. I'm so excited. And it's really exciting to have like Halloween ingrained into every day until Halloween. It just brings me so much joy.
I love it. I love it. Yes, I can understand that. That is so cool. Wow. Okay. That is amazing. And you know, like one of the cool things that I love about speaking with people that I speak before, and I mean, and having back here, you know, is like to know like what are they up to, and the fact that you have done it like some cool stuff here and there, that is pretty cool.
It's been fun for sure.
I love it. I love it. Now, tell me, like for someone as badass and epic as you, right? Like what usually sets your whole creativity to go crazy? Like what triggers it?
My creativity is so spontaneous. Like anything could happen that just enlightens me or excites me, and I go through it full force. Truly anything and everything can trigger me to do something creative. Just the other day, I saw this DIY for like a garden, like you know, the stakes that you put in the garden, those namers and everything. So I went to Home Depot and I bought a ton of those and just like drew on them and made like dozens of little stakes for my mom for Mother's Day, which was really fun.
Wow. Okay. Huh. That's really cool. I love it. And how this whole creativity happens when you are creating a character?
So when I'm creating a character, creatively, I get really inspired when I'm going through facts.
Yeah, by the way, those are my thoughts. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, you were saying? Sorry.
Yes. Oh, it's okay. So what inspires me creatively when I'm building a character is, again, it could be a word that really sparks my creativity that I'm really drawn to, or it could be where I'm reading these words in this moment, or what happened in my life that just happened in the character's life that's relatable. I'm really triggered by anything, whether it be emotional or the words on the page from the script or from the screenplay, or just journaling and getting inspired through my own emotions and what I'm feeling, writing these words down for this character.
There you go. Okay. Okay. Now, let's say, right, that one day I call you and then I tell you, hey, guess what? I'm gonna play a character, right? Now, of course, I'm not an actor, but like on your experience, what are some of the things that you would consider that you will tell me before I jump to it? You know, as someone that doesn't have any experience at all, and suddenly you gotta go for it. Like, what advice could you give to me?
What advice I would give to you is approach this character with empathy and sympathy. Don't judge them because they have a reason and they think they're in the right for what they choose to do.
Okay.
And just don't be open to their perspective and don't try to judge them too fast. I think it's really easy, especially if you're playing a villain archetype, to hate the person you're playing. But it could, I mean, there's some things that you can also really relate to that they're going through that you necessarily wouldn't do yourself, but you can relate to in their experience. So I would say be humble and look through things from their perspective.
Okay. And on your experience, what do you think is one of the reasons why either an actor or an actress will get stuck in the middle whenever they are like in this process of character creation?
One of the biggest reasons I think people can get stuck is by not being open. And again, tying it back to perspective and not approaching it with empathy for the other person, for this character and their own experience. I say that would be definitely the biggest thing that would get people stuck.
I do agree on that. And I think also, right, whenever, I mean, because you want to kind of make it as relatable as possible, right? I mean, regardless if it is a villain or a non-villain, you want to kind of make it as relatable as possible. And of course, I mean, that could be a challenge because you, besides that you are creating this character, it's also you that is kind of like what I'm trying to say here is like the character is like having a crutch, which in this case it's you know what I mean? And I think that's really challenging sometimes for you to kind of transform that into something, as I said before, relatable, and trying to make it that everybody kind of understand it, and not like instantly judge it right away,
Exactly. And it's like, we're really complex human beings.
Right.
We can have more than one emotion going on in a given moment. Like I can be really happy for you, but also incredibly jealous and also really disappointed in myself. Like there's a bunch of things that could be going on there. It's really nice to be able to layer those things into your characters and just not make them one-dimensional. They're angry, but why are they angry? Are they angry at the other person, or are they angry at themselves? But what's beneath that anger? Because anger is pretty generalized. What's more specific?
Yeah, absolutely. And like, has it ever happened to you that you get like so invested into this character that at some point you kind of feel yourself vulnerable, right? For you to take that step, or like once you leave that character, I mean, has it ever happened to you that you feel strange, regardless that if you play the character for either a couple of days, couple of weeks, couple of months?
Yeah, I played Lavinia in Titus Andronicus through a wonderful company here in Chicago, and Lavinia is tortured, and she has her limbs cut off, and she's defiled in the show, and I had to do that every single night. And sometimes you can hold like trauma in your body from the character, but you also have to be able to take a deep breath and release that and say, okay, at the end of the day, this is their experience and not mine. So to get to the character, it's great to open yourself and be vulnerable and connect your experience to get theirs and, create this amazing nuance. But then when it's all over and done, you also have to be able to get out of that.
Yeah, that's true, because we can see sometimes that for some actors, I mean, they will keep that character and not like for a very long time. And it is so interesting, the fact that they adopt kind of a little bit of the personality of the character that they were going to play. And I also find it very interesting that that whenever you're going to play, I mean, so you will play several characters here and there, right? But I think also like one of the cool things, let's say, is the fact that you get the chance to learn so many things and apply those things to the real you, right?
Yeah. It's always a blessing to learn something new and apply it again.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. And like, from all of the amazing, epic, badass things that you have created and done so far, tell me, like, what has been some of your favorite ones?
What's been on a priority of mine as
Yeah.
of late? Um, Creatively, a priority of mine has I've been getting this burlesque up and running. So
Yeah.
I'm not only producing it, I am fundraising and I'm hiring all the tech and I'm hiring actors and I'm coming up with the numbers and the overall theme of the show. And it's just really exciting. And it's been taking up so much of my time that it really doesn't feel like work, but I am so excited to jump to it after
Absolutely.
work. I'm like, this is fun. This isn't work. So that's
And
really been my main priority.
and like where the idea to create that burlesque show came from? Like what triggered it to be like, I want to do this?
It actually came from an assignment from the academy that I was attending called Black Box Acting. And it was an assignment to do something that scared the pants off of you that you've never done before. So I was like, oh, I'll do a burlesque number. Sounds intriguing. I've never done it before, but I took all of my experiences from theater and added it into this burlesque. So it's very theatrical. It's very funny. There's comedy. Uh, and yeah, it's of course because of COVID, I had to wait a couple of years, but
So
this year I was like, I'm doing it no matter what. So
I
very
love it.
excited.
And what were some of the challenges? You know, when you were like recently creating it and be like, okay, so we're gonna do this and then adding this, get this here and that. Like, what were some of the first challenges that you had when you pitched the idea to make that happen?
One of the biggest challenges is fundraising. It's so expensive. Lingerie is so expensive. Rental spaces are so expensive. But it's doable, you know? So there's not many grants right now out for theater, and especially for burlesque too. It's kind of hard to get sponsorship for that because a lot of people are like, ooh, that's very, hush hush. We don't talk about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely been one of the biggest challenges. And then space. Everybody wants to put on their shows. We're coming into a new renaissance from theater from the pandemic. So everyone's really excited to get back out there. And space was limited, but I was very on top of it and contacted every theater in the city at the beginning of the year and made sure to secure our space. But yeah, the next challenge is just being creative and coming up with some fun numbers.
Cool. And when is it gonna be released?
October.
There you go. Love it. Wow. Okay. Huh. Amazing. And like how are you feeling? You know, like basically my question here is how are you feeling right now, knowing that it's happening, that you're getting for this long time and you're actually about to make it happen? Like, how's that feel?
It's horrifying, but it's also so exciting. I mean, I've had this idea for so long, and just to humble myself by producing and acting and wearing all these different hats, it's a really humbling experience to remind yourself of exactly how much work goes.
Absolutely.
I'm so lucky to be working on this with my friends.
I love it. That is super cool. And what advice could you give? Let's say again that I got the idea to create a show, right? Like, what advice could you give to me?
The first bit of advice that I would give to you is partner with somebody who will fund it, because it's going to get expensive, or definitely Janices as possible that will work with you and build a team, a support team for yourself. It's a lot of work, and it's because I could not do everything myself.
Yeah.
So share your love. People are willing to help, and they're very excited to help you succeed and to see your ideas come to life. Everyone has been and they will be supportive of you.
There you go. This epic show you are gonna release in October, what are some of like what else can we expect from you in the future?
You can expect a lot of crazy content in the future, featuring some Halloween favorites. And you could definitely expect some voiceover in the future too. I'm going to be more focusing on that. So
okay, I love it.
Yeah.
And you know, Janice, like I love I love what you do, and also I love like your vibe here, and like how you let your whole creativity to create things and to make it is cool, but to create it and then execute it, it's way too difficult, right? I mean, it's way too difficult. So the fact that you're doing it and you are like you have overcome some little challenges here and there in order to make that happen. I mean, that is badass. I mean, I would only say that. That's like on top of the badass list, I would say.
Thank you. And it's been fun. Like, I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't fun or didn't bring me joy. So.
Yeah, I can totally understand that. Yeah. And I mean, I just can't wait. I just can't wait for more of your amazing. Also want to thank those who are watching right now. Thank you so much. If you are watching this either here, later on Instagram, or later on YouTube, or if you are just walking with a dog or going to work or doing something and listening to this awesome episode, just make sure to go follow Janice like right now. Like, pause this video and then go follow her. I mean, let's make her viral. # Team Janice. And Janice, thank you so much. Before I send you off, you know what is coming. I need to send you off quick way, for someone as awesome as you. So there you go.
Thanks.
I love it. And I mean, you know that you're gonna. I mean, that at some point you're gonna have tons and tons of people cheering you up because what you do, it is cool. It's amazing. I love it. And have an epic weekend. And I'll see you in the next one.